Has everyone read the minutes? Did you read the
Sure.
minutes? You
Oh,
did, yeah. Did you have
I
any
did.
corrections to that one?
I did not.
Yeah, what was the subject?
It was good. Rehash road, blah, blah.
We don't have to read these out, do we?
No. No.
Is anyone ready to approve the minutes of 12/4/25?
I'll make a motion
Okay, anyone second it?
and. Yeah.
I'll second it.
Oh.
All those in favor?
I,
Aye.
Anna, you're muted if you're trying to talk to us.
see if she's willing.
Miss Anna? She's left us. Left the building. No, left the screen. Okay, so we approved the agenda. We have the minutes, we've done that. So librarians report.
All right, so we were impacted by weather this
Mhm.
past month. We only had one preschool, one pre-K meeting, because between the holiday and the weather, it just didn't work out for that program. So attendance shows only 2 kids and 2 adults for pre-K
This right here. Oh, okay.
in December. And story time, feel like was also impacted by weather, because a lot of Tuesday mornings we had 1 or 2 kids, and that was
Yeah.
it. But overall, we had 67 adults, 24 kids, not quite as good as last year. But again, we
Yeah.
didn't have the snow in December last
Ice.
year and the ice.
Hmm.
But our circulation was up, and our in-library use is up for the year. And we had on Libby 11 users, 20 checkouts. It's actually down a little from November. I'm not sure why. Maybe just busy November, December holidays. And
Couldn't get to the store for shopping.
right. We had 1 new card sign up, and our ILLs, we received 49, sent out 64. 2 of those weeks we did not receive a courier box because our courier day is Thursday and they don't deliver on Christmas and New Year's. So we had a lot come in today, 2 weeks worth of stuff. Next Tuesday, we're doing Siberian sled dogs over at the green space between us and the school, and pre-K. I invited the pre-K and kindergarten class to come. So we will have fun with some huskies.
So how do you contact the school? Do you talk with the principal or teachers?
I reach out to the teachers specifically because I know Miss Tracy. We've worked together on some other things. And any of the teachers that I do know I reach out to. Otherwise, I start with Kevin and go from there.
Okay, cool.
those were the only 2 classes that were interested.
They were the only 2 I invited.
Oh, okay.
Just because I wasn't sure how because so the money that's paying for it is specifically for 5 and under.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Yeah.
That's cool.
I didn't want to
Right.
go too far outside the
Yeah.
mark there. And for the most part, for programming for the rest of January, it's our regular weekly or bi-weekly, monthly, book club. We had knitting tonight. We'll have knitting again later this month. I'm not sure about foraging. Leanne has not confirmed with me for this month yet.
Okay.
Hopefully she was able to get her car fixed. She couldn't, it wasn't working in November, so hopefully we'll see. And then we are officially been named a official site for a Pokemon Club. That is still to be determined because they're sending us free stuff to use for the club
Oh.
from Pokemon. And so I can't really do anything till
You get it.
we get it. But I already have talked to some people and they're very excited. And I'm excited that they're excited.
Yeah.
And then I'm already looking at summertime, and I'm talking to an archaeologist at UVM to come and do a talk for grown-ups this summer. Our summer theme is unearthing a story, so I felt like that was
That's nice.
a nice way to bring adults into it. And I'm doing a lot with dinosaurs for the kids, so I didn't think grown-ups would want as much dinosaur stuff as the kids. So and then at the end of last year I learned through Sarah in Fairfield that Amazon Prime has started there's Amazon for libraries. And so by signing up for Amazon with libraries, we were able to get tax exempt through Amazon. So we have tax exempt
books?
status with Amazon. And then Sarah also told me about this program that we can get Prime for free for the year. So I signed us up for that. So we currently have free Prime and we're tax exempt on Amazon.
Now, is that for orders or for books?
For anything that we get from Amazon is tax
Wow.
exempt.
Wow.
And Baker and Taylor has closed, so at the moment, most of our books are coming from Amazon for libraries. I've reached out to Brodart, who we've gotten in the past, to see if there's something we can do to speed up how quickly we get books from them, because it takes them weeks and weeks and weeks. And they basically said, we're not talking to you till the spring. So
Fun.
I'm like, all right, we will revisit that in the spring.
When it's 70 degrees out.
Right. So yesterday Mike put the bulletin board on the outside of the door, so we're able to post things for the town again. I'm very excited by that. And other than that, I've already started talking to Mike about the 4th of July because it's on a Saturday this year. I did want to, I know it's early to talk about the 4th of July, but it's only 7 months away.
That's right.
I know in the past, the pirate guy would do songs, and I was wondering how he felt about doing that this year. It's been a while since he's been here, since he knows the area, and the kids like pirates.
It's Johnny Depp. I'm fine.
All right, all right. See if figure if I reach out to him in January, we might be able to get.
Yeah, Johnny.
This
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start some too. I mean,
I remember at town meeting, there was some talk about it being a bigger celebration because it's some sort of anniversary of the
It's
town.
the 200.
250.
Right, so, yeah, I don't know if people are
Yay.
planning that or
It's hard.
are
'cause,
you the people?
A
Yeah.
lot of the, well, yeah, the parade anyways.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are not in town that weekend. That's why it's so hard to get a lot of the locals to join it. But or get more than we do, I mean. But plus some of the other towns are able to pay for, a lot of the attractions they get at their parades too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But we will see. Yeah.
Reach out to me because we could like put in some applications to like you know, some of the banks around or like.
Yeah.
There are,
Frankfurt or, you
and
know,
there are
like
grants
that.
for 250 celebrations.
Okay.
I've been seeing those, like, so you might be able to get money through that.
Okay,
Mhm.
good. Well,
Yeah, like Vermont, I could just think of like Vermont Federal Credit Union and like East Rise, they have really simple applications, so like even if it was just
Yeah.
like, I don't know, can you sponsor our hamburgers for the celebration, you know, that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know,
huh,
it's worth maybe filling out.
Do we vote on that?
Can you vote on that?
Yeah, do we vote on that?
That's a
Or that
town
for you
thing.
guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
So we don't have to worry about that
No.
one.
yeah,
So that's what I have so far.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
And my report for the town is almost done.
Oh, yeah, because that's got to get in.
Yes. I would have had it done, but we didn't have internet. And I
Mine
put it
keeps
in the
going.
cloud instead of having it on the computer. So
Yeah. Yeah. And treasurer's report? There.
so I only printed one copy.
Okay.
Hi Anna. Did you get Tom's month end?
Hey, yes, sorry I'm late. Yes, I did. I looked at it? No. I think he sent it today, right?
Yes.
No, I have not looked at it. I don't really have anything to really update anyone on. I think he made a note that the repayment to the town will be happening on the next. In his email, he said something about the MERP repayment to the. I can't remember the fund. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I gotta
it should,
open it again. It should be on the next
The
warrant
construction?
next week.
yeah, because
Yeah.
It should be on the building improvement. Go back to the building improvement fund.
Mhm.
And from his report, it looks like we ended the year with a surplus of $1,981
For building?
for us,
Everything?
just out of our budget.
Wow.
That's what it looks like to me.
Okay. There was a thing about Fidium. Did that get straightened out?
Yes. Yes. Mary and I think we didn't receive mail for half of November or for a couple weeks of November
Wow.
because there were a couple of things that were missing that we got notices that said pay us now or else. And they were all in from November and no one had a hard copy.
huh.
So we just didn't get it.
Yeah.
That's my,
Yeah. Yeah, bummer.
I didn't mean to steal that from you, Anna.
Steeler Thunder.
Oh, you're fine. I'm treasurer in name only.
So that establishes that. We're done with the treasurer's report.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All right. Any old business? What's going on with the door? And you left a message for Brenda.
I
and She
did.
hasn't returned. I've called a company that supposedly works with these kind of setups, but there's been no answer, and that was during that Christmas week too. But I'm gonna call a locksmith. That was
I believe looking at her notes, I believe it's weather stripped, right?
Should be,
Yeah.
What's the concern?
that it closes so slow.
Oh, well, that, they can reprogram it some, that's, set. You can, I'll reach out to Charles or Kenny. There's the booklets downstairs on how to reprogram it. You just take the cover off and there's a pad you just hook up there. All right, how fast you want it to close?
Well, it's like if you go into the doctor's office or something, you can just open it and
Yeah.
close
I
it.
think, yeah, I
one-
think it's so I think because it's so like unless you push the button on the outside, it's really hard to open. And so I think it's making it easier for people who just want to pull on the door instead of pushing the button. I did put a sign on the,
That can adjust too,
Yeah, yeah.
cause we set it to the maximum when it was blowing open, just to try and keep it shut, so it's probably still set that way. All right, I'll give Charles a call and,
Okay.
and speaking of him, he wanted, $5,000 to, for his next payment. So how does that get sent to Tom?
Yeah, I think that would need to get sent to Tom.
yeah, does that come through me for the next warrant? Is that how we would do that?
I think so, but I'm not positive. We can check with Wendy later.
Okay, I think he gives it to me, by the 15th.
And it's part of the MERP.
Yeah.
So,
Has he finished everything?
no, but the door, downstairs is done. I think he has to build a step for the window to make it a little easier to get out of, but the deck stuff, obviously you're just gonna have to wait. And then he was waiting it for it to warm up some more. He's got some
Trim.
mortaring and stuff to do here. And maybe the downstairs windows, I'm not really sure, so.
Okay. Did he fix the trim on the outside? Where the old door was?
I haven't even looked, I
Okay.
don't know, couldn't tell you
Okay.
what
That
needs
should
to be done there.
Well, it was all beat up and, cut out for the hinges and the
Yeah.
lock and stuff. That should have been
Okay.
replaced.
All right,
Anything else?
I think that's everything. Yeah, the windows downstairs look really nice. I don't know if you've seen them.
Not complete.
It's
no.
it's so much brighter downstairs
Yeah,
without the
I
lights
remember.
on. Like when
Yeah.
you look down the stairs, it doesn't look quite so.
that big one
Luminous.
makes a difference.
Yes. And I really like our windbreaks. They've made a huge
Mhm.
difference. Especially with the snow. It used to come right up against the door and would make it hard.
Yeah.
And those have made it easier for
Good.
snow removal.
Yeah, sidewalks look good. There's steps.
Yes.
Um,
So you want it to shut faster and
yeah,
pull open easier.
yeah. Like a normal door, if you don't need the ADA button, or whatever that's called, control.
Looking at
Do you, did you hear me on that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Every word.
Did you? Right.
looking at her notes about the insulation. I know that a guy came by today looking for Mike, but
Yeah.
walked around the building and took measurements.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've gotta do, Larry said he'd let me, or let Tim borrow his bit. We're gonna have to drill a test hole or two to see how far the studs are. There's a 3.5 inch cavity in there supposedly,
Mhm.
right after. It's a concrete wall with wire mesh on the other side of the
Nice.
plaster.
For the brick.
Well, the bricks on the outside, and then there's an inch gap, and then an 1.25 inches of wood framing, then a 3.5 inch cavity open space between there and the
Oh,
plaster wall there, and there's a cement board between the wall and that 3.5 inch cavity. So Tim said that by doing the insulation, it's gonna make an unbelievable difference with that much space. So, but I don't know how far. If the framing's on 2 foot, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of holes here.
Yeah.
For them to go in and
So
spray down.
when when he was talking about it earlier, he asked about moving the bookshelves away from the wall because he wants to do it from the bottom. And that way it won't look quite so bad. And I said, as long as we don't have to pack up the books, I think we'll be able to do that.
No, that'll be a lot easier that way, cause.
what is it, foam?
We'll just have to unscrew them.
Yeah.
And just take the bottom shelf off, or the books off the, okay.
Yeah. So I think that would be a lot easier.
What do they plug the hole with? Do you know?
Probably the plaster and.
Oh,
cement
plaster,
for it, yeah.
okay.
So
And we'll
I don't
just
know
have
if
to-
we
So they
can use
could-
just regular sheetrock.
Yeah, I'm good
I
at
have no
that.
idea.
Usually the pole's not that big, it's usually like.
Right, they're gonna be
Okay.
small.
So it's easy.
The
They
question will
used to
be
use
if they
plastic
have to
plugs,
go.
though, and then you can't hide those.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you need to.
But I can.
so if they're going in the bottom, just put some duct tape over it.
No,
So it'll be fine.
no,
Paint it yellow.
I can
Yellow
plaster and
duct-
Well,
paint.
if it's on the bottom, if they take the trim off, they could put the holes behind the trim, put the insulation up, put the trim back on.
Yeah, they don't bust those boards. Yeah, they're big enough.
Peter
They're
didn't
really,
break them.
they look like.
Uh,
8 inches.
When Peter took them off, he didn't break them.
Really?
Yeah, when he did the flooring.
Oh, that's even better, so it's been off.
Yeah, that's
good.
fantastic then. Yes, okay. Let's see, she also talked about, weather stripping, can a wheelchair cross the threshold? The egress. Is the egress in use yet?
That one? Oh, downstairs?
Oh,
No, it have to be this one. Okay.
you know about that?
If a wheelchair can come across, I
Yeah.
don't see why not.
We measured that day. on the-
Oh,
the
that
7th
part,
Jan-
yes, no, we're all set there, yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
thought
we
you
should-
meant the physical landing. No, no, we're good,
Okay.
both ways.
Here we talked about the heaviness of the door. Where we are on completion, do we need to have Charles meet with us? The deck has not been done. When will that work be completed? Well, that'll be
Spring.
spring, which is like 70 days or something.
But who's counting?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to invite him probably in March. Does everyone agree?
Fine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll call him.
You guys, is that okay? Have Charles come in March?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you did the MERP thing.
I
Oh,
think just on the MERP thing, Wendy, one of her note comments was, "Are we still in the time frame to do this?" And yes,
Meet the deadline, we did.
I believe so. It says we just have, if we haven't completed the projects by 9/30/2026, they must prove that we have vendors under contract to complete the work for the project. So we
Oh.
have the vendors under contract. We're fine on that front.
Contract. Okay, building grant, where are we on the architect, engineer, septic? T-Mobile grant? Hadley, did you have any luck finding out if we can get a hardship similar to MERP to pay for these things?
I did not find that out yet. But I am working on that.
Okay,
The T-Mobile grant is due March 30th.
I think they're quarterly, so yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think
like
I just saw the deadline, so it's around the same time as the the other grants are both due in
MERP
March.
thing,
Yeah, and what is it called? I
It's
can't-
called the Public
Capital.
Facilities Conservation Initiative.
That, yes.
that's a whole alphabet.
Yeah.
Okay,
So they're both due in March.
okay. Are you doing the T-Mobile one too?
Not that I
Are
was
you-
aware of, but
No, that
I
one,
do.
that one I can work on that one. That way, because the agreement with the town
Town?
was 50-50.
Okay,
So, I'd rather have Alex work on the big one.
That's fine. There's actually not a ton of writing that I was looking through the application today. It's pretty succinct. in terms of like the narrative content. So it's more so just the information gathering, and I know you guys are on that, right? Like finding out what it's going to cost for permitting for a septic and what's the septic's design and all that stuff we're going to have details for before submitting. So that's the hard part.
Okay, and when's your deadline for that?
It's due the 31st of March.
But when do you want all that information in?
As soon as possible. I mean, I
Okay.
have, you know, a general idea from the conversation that Hadley and I had.
Okay,
True. I
so
don't
you
know.
have the list for
Yes.
everything, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
The,
go ahead, Phil.
no, you.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you, how much you told the group about the grant itself, but we were a little disappointed in the scope of it, because they're really
Yeah.
focused on like on supporting more small repairs and stuff like MERP, like that you guys are already doing with those funds. And it's gonna be a little bit of a delicate balance with the narrative, because one of the things you have to acknowledge is that it's not gonna expand the existing library, even though adding a accessible bathroom, you have to in this space, right? Like there's
Right.
just no way around it. So I think,
And I did ask that, and they said as long as we come at it from an ADA point of view, like we have to do this for our spacing, or because, I mean, if we were to put it in this back corner for spacing, I mean, we've basically just lost this whole romance section.
yeah, yeah, and I think, yeah, the language will have to be none of the catalog will not be expanded, you know, the services of the library will not be different. It's just that, you know, we're making it more accessible.
So
you
we
know,
can't
and
do anything downstairs because it's not accessible?
Well, no, that's why we put the window in down there.
Okay,
Well,
so,
you would, as far as I understand the scope, right, it would be,
Right. Well, because so like with the downstairs isn't accessible. And so that's why we're bringing the bathroom up here to make it accessible for people with mobility.
I was hoping to get some decent shelving or something like that down there. That would,
Yeah, and unfortunately it doesn't cover anything like furniture shelving.
Yeah.
It's so basically if you were
Oh.
to take the building and shake it
Shake
upside
it.
down, anything that doesn't fall out.
okay.
Mhm.
So what size are we using this still?
No, we're supposed to be getting an architect.
I think we have a workaround for that though. If I just, what dimensions are we looking to do?
So it would, if we take the old plans, so I'm just here, it would be the bathroom. And then I honestly think because we're messing with the building, we would have to add a door. So there
In the
would have to
back,
be a back
yeah,
door. So
yeah.
it would be the bathroom, a back door, and that would be it.
and then you talked about modifying the ramp so it would go to that back door.
Yeah.
Right.
And so what are we doing with the roof? Are we going to go into the rafters? Almost like a lean-to type thing? Are you think, and are we thinking of moving the peak and shifting the whole roof over to cover it? Or,
I don't
The
know if
ramp
I
or
don't,
the back?
no, the addition, well,
I don't know if
what's the
any
right
of
word to
us.
use?
I mean, it is going to expand the footprint, but like, I don't know, I'm not gonna talk about that in the narrative. I'm gonna say like, you know,
Right.
we would have to expand the square footage of the library solely for accessibility purposes.
Right. And the
Yeah.
T-Mobile grant is, I'm going after that as additional monies to maybe get a little bit more of this plan built. So to fill in a little bit of the gaps. It won't be as much as we had originally hoped for, but
Okay, so what I was thinking is taking this to, Bailey up at Sticks and stuff. Rather than, number one, spending money on an architect and then nothing happens. Sticks and stuff can draw this up. So that any contractor can look at it, know exactly what the materials are. Then they can,
But don't we
figure
have
out
to
their
have an
labor.
architect to do the work with the grants and stuff? I thought that's why we needed one.
That's what I thought too,
Yeah.
but in talking with them, it seems like Stixon's, I know,
Cause I gave Wendy the name of one that does commercial and
Right, and I gave
Yeah.
Wendy the name of the one that's working on the Brigham Academy project. And they're from Montgomery or Richmond.
yeah.
You wouldn't have to submit, like, as part of this application, you wouldn't have to submit like architectural drawings or anything like that, but like, you know, you should have it so that you can get your cost estimates right.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's basically what we're trying to do, is get the cost estimates and maybe even figure out what the permitting would be.
So you think that would be the first step, is to have sticks and stuff do it, and then we present that to an
Yeah.
architect?
yeah, or to whoever, like Eddie, Robin Toy, Charles, any of those guys that wanna build it. But, so this is so hard to read. So what are we looking at here? This is
This
20
is-
feet here.
This is the part we're sitting in right now.
Right, no, that part I get, yeah. So are we looking to add 10 feet?
I don't know what the dimensions are for
I know.
a bathroom.
If
Yeah.
if you look at that
Minimum.
from the way that's
Got it.
drawn out,
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it looks, so there needs to be 4 to 6 feet in the bathroom itself for a wheelchair to turn around.
yeah, so 10 something.
Mhm.
So in some ways, this actually makes our life a little bit easier, because part of the discussion with it was whether or not we needed 2 bathrooms. And since we're not building an extra 20 feet onto the library, the amount of people in this space won't be
No.
changing. So
That's
we only have to
perfect.
do one.
That's perfect.
So that does make our life a little bit
Yeah.
easier.
I mean, but you're not gonna wanna just like add like a bathroom space.
Yeah,
at
like
the
an
back corner.
outhouse.
Right.
You're gonna wanna like redo that whole back wall.
Like an
Right.
outhouse?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like, so if we can,
ADA approved though.
yeah, and then so it would be, I think, this is just my guesstimate, is it would be whatever this space is.
Is that because of the door,
Yes,
the back door?
yeah,
Okay, so that's a bonus then.
so a little bit of this is bonus, but it
You'll get a
doesn't,
little extra space if they allow you to do that.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
should probably try and push it as far as we can. though. I mean, if we're,
It's a delicate balance, Mike. You
Yeah.
don't wanna push it, you don't wanna push it too far, cause
if we get the
There's a
get
lot
the
of-
T-Mobile grant and this grant together, we might get a little bit more space. But I don't think we'll get the whole thing, unfortunately. And
I think you guys have a good shot at getting this one. They've got like $9 million for this whole competition, and they're really focused on small rural libraries. And you guys get a lot of points based on the rubric. I was looking at it today.
Oh, good.
There are some weird things that Hadley probably has to investigate, or I can if you want me to, but like there's like federal environmental review. Remember that part?
oh, that's right.
Like-
We do have to start working on that.
I don't even know what that is at this moment, but like projects that have had a federal environmental review get extra points. And
Is that with Catherine down in St. Albans? What, Demetric or something? What's her name?
I was going to
The-
reach out to Marlena and try to get a hold of her about that, and I
a
forgot.
state one too that you get extra points.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine getting one of those done in the next 60 days is probably feasible, because anything with the federal government doesn't work that fast. usually.
Right?
Yeah,
But
could still,
yeah, you could try,
yeah,
you know, but I would recommend like trying to do it like really soon.
yeah.
But then again, you know, they're probably gonna want to look at your plans and all that stuff for any sort of review.
Right.
So
so we're looking at 10 by 30 here.
Oh, look, I drew on the back. Basically exactly what we were talking about.
yeah, probably during our meeting.
Probably.
Because we were gonna go 20
Right.
in this bathroom. If there's 4 foot clearance here, is at least 6 foot, but if
So probably, yeah, probably 10. If, because you'd need 2 feet for the door. Or however wide a ADA door has to be.
30 something.
There'd be a 30, yeah, 3-footer, yeah,
Yeah, so it would have to be about 10
I would
feet.
think so.
Does, so I know you and I talked about septic system. If you're not expanding the number of bathrooms, does that change your status? Like, can you just have one bathroom on the?
I
system?
don't, so I don't think so. Anyone with their salts putting in this bathroom would probably say no. Because Mary and I did ask previous librarians, and basically our current bathroom is just a pipe that opens up into the dirt. There is no septic.
Okay, it's just a leach field. in the
Yeah.
back. Mhm. So,
Leach field is good.
But according to Michael, it's all sand back there, so we shouldn't, he didn't think we'd have any trouble getting anything approved here.
yeah,
Okay.
but you're still gonna have to like dig test pits with an excavator out back and, you
Mhm.
know, all that stuff. So I would
Took
say,
that course.
get your estimate from Michael Jervis, cause we
Okay.
can include it as a cost in the grant. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like,
Mhm.
you're not gonna get a septic system designed by March 31st, probably. So, but get his estimate, you know, on what it would take to design the new system. You know, I had to do it for my own personal property.
Yeah.
It's not, they make it fairly easy,
Mhm.
you know, but it's, you know, it's
It's
probably,
expensive.
yeah, it was probably $5,000
Yeah,
just
they
to
said-
design,
Yeah,
you know,
and put it in.
more than that, probably.
Did you have to
Depends
do
on-
a mound though?
Yeah,
Yeah, that like triples everything.
yeah, it was,
Cause
What does?
my daughters, I had her go, it was probably like 400 feet, but
mhm,
down into our meadow, so
Mhm.
she didn't have to do it, and that's what I had to do with our house. But it still saved a lot of money.
oh, yeah,
It's only a couple hours of digging.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
yeah, if you can maintain the leach field, then it's good, but you still probably should include about 5,000 for design services, or whatever Michael would charge.
All right, I can call him.
Okay, so you're gonna do that.
So yeah,
Septic.
we would need that estimate, we would need, and then it's so hard to guess without that design, like how much it would cost to do.
Yeah.
Um, you know, but maybe we could like be, in the grant proposal, be a little
Big.
aggressive,
Oh,
Right.
you know, based on an average cost of a septic system or something, you know. I could tell you what I spent, but it was a mound, so we're
Yeah.
not talking about that. And then we would need cost estimates for knocking out that wall, tying in the roof,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
that'll all go with,
plumbing.
once we get the,
do they have to knock out the wall? Can they just make like a
Well,
archway or
we're-
partition or something?
So we were going to that plan part of the wall.
Yeah,
So
by the
leave
stairway?
that to that bookshelf over there would kind of go around the corner, like because the bathroom is here.
Okay.
But you would still need like the masonry work on the outside to match everything.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Mhm.
You know,
No
even if
texture
you're-
111.
right.
you can make it look like brick.
I mean, it's,
The other thing, this is another stupid question off the subject here, but do we hold off on the insulation? I mean.
We're
when
not
do we
doing
know?
we're not doing installation on that wall.
Okay.
It's just these 3 walls.
Okay,
And we had made that decision going into
Based on an addition.
Okay.
yeah.
yeah. All right.
So even if it's only this little bit, that half of it, it would still count because the new addition would get installation.
Yeah,
Okay, so everybody knows what who they're gonna call. Get it back to you or back to Hadley and she gets back to you.
either way works. You can email us both if you want.
Okay,
Yeah, so I guess getting that design done and, you know, probably starting to work on contractor estimates, like all of it, right? Like you're gonna
Okay.
need plumbing, new electrical,
septic.
redoing
Yeah.
the exterior, redoing part of the roof. you know, that's a pretty big project. So,
Huge.
The
Yeah.
guys that I'm thinking of though would do the whole thing and then sub out that, so it should be all in one estimate,
mhm,
Are they licensed?
so. Of course they are,
Okay.
mhm.
I have no idea.
Would we also need foundation then? And like, would we have to like dig a foundation and everything too?
Fine.
Yeah, you probably would have to
Yeah.
pour a concrete slab out there.
Yeah.
You're probably not gonna expand the basement, right?
Yeah, I don't think we'd do the basement.
So I
The
thought it
concrete slab.
Yeah.
would let you
Did
do
you see that it's
foundation.
low on battery?
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't want you to expand the footprint of the library, but
Okay.
like, again, like the only way they're gonna support accessibility for you guys is adding more square footage, right?
Yeah.
Like, so this could be a stretch, just so you guys know, like it might be a low chance that you're gonna get this, but I think, you know, you, the
We're
amount of
rural.
money that they're advertising for small public libraries in rural places is a lot. So I think it would be this, if you didn't put in some sort of application fine.
Yeah.
And I did during the webinar specifically bring up our thing, and he said that in that instance, it would be like, they understand that we'd have to add on a bathroom. So
Yeah.
as long as we're not adding on a kids' room.
Yeah.
So just let's shift a little bit. So to talk a little bit about like my hours and my support of you guys. There are some resources that you could get. I know a 50-50 split with the select board is still, you know, a significant cost to you guys sometimes, right? I know the budget's limited. So there are a couple programs, and I told Hadley about these, that you could get potentially free assistance from a grant writer. Could be me, could be somebody else. But there's the Municipal Technical Assistance Program for the state. It's there to help with small towns. Getting
Municipal, what?
Municipal Technical Assistance Program.
Okay.
It's through the state of Vermont. So essentially you could put in a request to them. Somebody at the state would support you in completing the application. And it's specifically for small towns on an approved list, and Bakersfield's on that approved list,
Okay.
to get support in getting federal funding, which is what this is.
So how do we could apply for that?
Yep.
And have you actually do the,
No, you wouldn't get me, you would get somebody at the state supporting you. Which is fine, you know, if I would rather you guys, you know, save money and do,
Yeah,
you know, get
yeah.
the support.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to be, it's still another program called the Rural Economic Development Initiative,
Oh, yeah.
and that's through the Vermont Housing Conservation Board.